This is the Colombian mammoth. Like today's elephants, they grinded on tough grass, which means, unlike mastodons, these guys lived in the open grasslands. The American mastodon is a more distant relative of today's elephants because, unlike the mammoth, it ate something different: broad leaves, woody stems, and aquatic plants because of their knobby-like shaped teeth. The Harlan's ground sloth is the second largest ground sloth in what's now North America and the United States. The first being the Jefferson ground sloth, and the third, or the smallest, is the Shasta ground sloth. The ancient bison is the direct ancestor of the American or plains bison, which you can find out west in North America today. Unlike the American bison, it had a larger hump on its back to support its large head. The western camel, which I'm not sure if it's related to today's African variety or Middle East variety of camel, but they were abundant in North America in the western United States. The western horse, along with its relative, the complex-toothed horse, which lived around the same time, they lived in large herds, and they were one of the main seed dispersers of thorn-covered trees and pawpaw fruits. Which means when today's feral horses were released into the wild, things were back in balance. The Shasta ground sloth is the size of an American black bear, and it was actually the smallest ground sloth found in the southwestern United States in the time of the Ice Age. The short-faced bear, or bulldog bear, had intensely short but very powerful jaws, which gave this bear a crushing bite. Its closest relative is the Andean or spectacled bear in what's now South America. When this bear stood up, it was nearly 11.5 feet tall. On all fours, it was 6 feet tall enough to look a person right in the eye. The American lion, which is in the same genus as today's African lion and Asiatic lion, was very powerful, around 5 feet tall on all fours, and 11.5 feet long. This is the saber-toothed cat, also known as Smilodon fatalis, the fabled saber-tooth. Its teeth were actually quite delicate, which means they could break in a struggle. And they're built for wrestling, and the short bobtail means it's not much of a runner. The dire wolf used to be in the same genus as the gray wolf, known as Canis dirus, but it's now known as Anocyon dirus, which means the dire wolf is a more distant relative of today's gray wolf. And, like today's gray wolves, they hunted in packs of 30 or more. This is Teratornis, or giant condor. Like today's California and Andean condors, these big birds fed on dead animals and smaller game. But it was much bigger than any known bird you would see today, with a big wingspan. The dwarf pronghorn antelope were the fast runners on the plains of the southwestern United States.